Hi, my name's Naisha.
Hi, my name's Jessie.
And today we're going to teach you how to properly fit for auxiliary crutches as well as going up and down the stairs using the crutches.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to measure with the crutches, make sure they fit the patient. For an example, as you can see, if this patient wears them, they are too tall for her. They bring up her shoulders and things like that. We don't want that. That's not the correct form we want. What we're looking for is a 3-finger space gap in between. We're looking for a slight bend at the elbow, and we're making sure that the wrists are, the handles drop down right by the wrists. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna adjust these. So I'm gonna make them a little bit shorter. As you can tell, they have some nice heights on these ones, which some don't, but you're just gonna have to guess, which is okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna push it. If I can push it, okay, perfect. We're gonna test that one, make sure that's okay. So yep, it's right by her wrist. If you hold the handle, let's see. She's got a nice bend in her arm, and it's about a 3-finger gap. Perfect, so let's just adjust this other one. Perfect. Another way to measure for the crutches, what you can do is you can do a pose. If I'm sure if people know the sprinkler pose for the dance, you guys want to, you just want to do that action for me. That's what that looks like. We can measure it this way. Yep, that's perfect if you can see. That's all good. So that's another way of measuring that.
So as we're assisting, we're always going to use a gait belt. So I'm going to place this gait belt around Jessie. Making sure that it fits nice and snug. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
And then I'm going to tuck in all of the extra loop this through. And tuck the rest in. There we go. Good enough. Alright, so when we are assisting going up and down the stairs using the crutches, we always want to make sure that we as the PT are on the affected side. So if Jessie's left leg was affected, I'm going to be on this side, making sure that I'm there to support her. And for my positioning here, I'm going to make sure I have one hand on the back side of her gait belt here, and then one hand on the shoulder in front, just to make sure that I can protect her if she falls forward or back with the crutches.
Okay, so when you're going up the stairs with crutches, what you want to always make sure you do is you always go up with the good leg, and then you go up with the bad. When you go down the stairs, you have to make sure you go down with the bad leg first, and then with the good. The good follows the bad for the down. So what we're gonna do, so say for an example, it's a scenario, the patient has a ankle fracture of some sort on her, let's say, on her left side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach her how to go up. So as a PT, you always wanna make sure you're close. So what we're gonna do, you're always gonna make sure you're here with her. She's gonna go up with her good leg, and then she's gonna go with the bad leg at the same time with her crutches. So as you will demonstrate that now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go up with the good. The crutches follow with the bad. Okay? Do it again. Up with the good. Crutches and bad leg follow. One more time. Up with the good. Crutches and bad leg follow. Perfect. Okay, so this is just from a different angle what it looks like. So again, we're gonna go up with the good, and then up with the bad leg, and the crutches follow. Okay, up with the good, crutches and bad leg follow. One more time, up with the good, crutches and bad leg follow. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna go down with the crutches, and it's gonna be reversed, so it's gonna be down with the bad leg, and then followed with the good. As the PT, you wanna make sure you're in front of the patient, so in case they fall, you're there to catch them and hold them. So we're going to demonstrate that now. So now it's going to be bad with the leg, with the crutches, and then followed with the good. Okay. Crutches, bad leg, good. Crutches, bad leg, good leg. Crutches, bad leg, good leg. Crutches, bad leg, good leg, and that's bad.
So to summarize everything, as the PT, you always want to make sure that you're being aware of the weight-bearing precautions for the patient. You always want to make sure that you're using your gait belt, and on the side, of the affected side for the patient. So you always want to be there to support the patient as best as you can. When going up and down the stairs, when going up, you want to be behind the patient just to be able to catch them if they were to fall back. And vice versa, as the patient is going down, you want to be in front of the patient to catch them in case they fall forward.
And just make sure that the axillary crutches fit the patient correctly. That's the most important thing, because you don't want them to go up into their brachial plexus and hurt something. So make sure that it's the correct measurements for it. And then also make sure that you're aware of the patient's weight-bearing restrictions. If they're non-weight-bearing at all, make sure that they have their foot up and not touching the ground. If they're partial weight or toe touching, make sure they apply the amount of pressure that they need where it feels safe and they're not in pain. But overall, thank you for watching our video.